That's a pterodactyl, huh?
I messed up the whole joke. Wait.
Morning, everybody. Oh, happy Monday. A little rainy. A little rainy this morning. Rain's a good thing. It makes corn or something. And corn makes whiskey.
Corn makes whiskey.
Yes, Holly.
Whiskey makes my baby feel a little frisky.
Look at you go.
Golly, I got a lot of change in my bag. I'm going
Do
to go
you
cash it in and get some paper money.
Paper money. Oh, who's batting lead off over here? Christy, Kevin, Jana. Morning, everybody.
Jana's daughter has the prettiest eyes of any human on earth.
Kinsey.
Yeah.
I'll survive the storms I see. Well, people on Facebook this morning trying to angle for schools to be out. Somebody said power's out in most all of Manchester. What? Just because it's out of your house don't mean it's out in all of Manchester. What?
Nothing. Manchester, Tennessee Forum, Mondays. That's the only post that I pulled because the comments were so plentiful.
I didn't even read the comments there. I just read them on our page, on the Thunder Radio page. Just where they posted the school patrol because Grundy County is a 2-hour delay.
Yeah, I saw that. This is somebody's post.
And then somebody got on there was like, tornado watch was just issued at 4:17 by the National Weather Service. And I was like, no, it was not. That's not accurate at all. There's no tornado watch in effect till 10 o'clock. I'm like, no, not for Coffee County, Tennessee. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe Alabama. I don't know what's going on down there. Kids need to be in school. It's just a little rain. Rain makes corn. Corn makes whiskey. Happy Monday morning to you, everybody. Welcome in another week of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. The final morning show of March is here as we are marching towards April. See what I did there? Morning show brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle. Warmer weather over the weekend, nice sunny conditions made you think, you know what, I like to be at the beach. Well, I can hook you up with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo in Orange Beach, Alabama at the Shoalwater, and I can save you 15% by being a Thunder Radio listener. Use the promo code Thunder15. That's Thunder15 to get that promo code today. And be sure to go to the website, thunder1320.com/beach to get all that info that you need. We got rainy conditions out there this morning. Still some rumbles of thunder, some lightning, still some heavy rain possible, actually. Sitting at 61 degrees today, right now. We won't warm up much from that. And rain will push you out by about 12, 1 o'clock this afternoon. And then temperatures dropping to 39. Going to stay cloudy most of the day today and then cooler tonight. And we recover nicely, 71 and mostly sunny tomorrow. So it's going to be a pretty nice day. And looking ahead, 81 on Wednesday, 84 on Thursday and Friday. But we get into a really wet weather pattern and chance of severe storms rolls in again by then as well. We'll keep our eye on that. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. That's right. Good grilling weather we had this weekend. We got good grilling weather ahead. Make sure to get that fresh cut meat daily at the Hillsboro Food Company out in Hillsboro. 7403 Hillsboro Highway. Locally owned and operated. Find them on Facebook. Hillsboro Food Company. All right, we got to catch up from over the weekend. We got to let you know what we were up to. We want to find out what you were up to. We want your birthdays, 728-1320. Stupid, silly stat. Name that tune or movie or whatever we're playing. We're going to have this morning Manchester Forum Mondays in a little bit. But first and foremost, let's bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of the operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of the Peterson Media Group. She's by far the looks in this studio. She's the president of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, the microphone licker, the corncob eater, and one of the main reasons the rockin' world continues to go round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Just a little lightning out there. Calm down. Remember that time lightning struck the station while we were on air and you jumped under the table?
Lightning can kill you.
Excellent, Holly. A little thunder. Can't tell if I'm blurry or dark. It was dark. Somebody's messing with my lights again.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Coach T.
Holly, say good morning, everybody.
The basketball picker. Yeah, Brian's right.
The basket's right. See what's right. That's right.
Whiskey makes my
Holly
baby
winning the
a little frisky.
bracket challenge. I was sitting up at Common John yesterday watching that Tennessee game, and I knew in the first 5 minutes they were losing that game. I was like, they're going to lose. And they sure enough lost. Never mind close. Yeah, Holly is killing everybody on the celebrity pickers. I am secure in finishing second to last.
2 middle fingers to everybody who's making fun of my picks.
2 of them. She's going to win the celebrity pickers by a lot. So Joe Pat Cope's probably going to finish second. Made a comeback there. That's the best love we made. Yeah, Holly is wanting to know if she's going to win a prize for being a celebrity picker on the.
No, the winning celebrity picker.
You do not win anything. No. Actually, you do. You get to deliver the prizes to the winners. So, congratulations, Holly. We're not done yet. We still got the final 4 games.
Wait a minute. This feels like a trick.
Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community. Welcome back to school, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed their week off. If you weren't with us, we were on the air last week, Thursday and Friday.
Y'all weren't. We was.
Yeah, y'all weren't. I don't know where y'all was. But we're glad to have everybody back today. School returns. High school baseball is at home tonight. Weather and field condition permitting. I was just texting Coach Pruitt this morning. I'm like, what do you think it looks like over there? He said probably not good. We'll find out later, though. Depends on how much more rain they get, too, because it's still raining outside the Thunder Studios and going to continue to throughout the morning. Also, coming up April 12th, pictures with the Easter Bunny at the Manchester Library. It's not one of those scary bunnies either, probably. It's one of the cute bunnies, not the creepy 80s bunnies.
Golly, those were scary. The 70s bunnies.
Was it the 70s bunnies?
Yeah. They got a little rounder, a little softer in the 80s.
Yeah. There's a lot of pictures of kids crying with bunnies back then. But there's pictures with the Easter Bunny, April the 12th, however many days away that is, like 12 days probably. And then I think we're about 19 days away or 20 days away or so. I think it's 20 from Easter. It's April 20th this year. So everyone will be celebrating in some form or fashion. I can guarantee you that. 47 days away from the annual Thundies Sports Awards. That's May the 17th. More information on that coming soon, whenever I get around to it. 53 days away from graduation, 56 days away from Memorial Day, and the unofficial start of summer.
Back it up, Terry, to traumatic holiday traditions, or the scary Easter Bunny, creepy. But I was thinking about this morning. It was so weird. Randomly, it popped in my head. Do you remember trick or treating, like when you were little, say 7, and you're going through your candy to make sure there wasn't no needles and razor blades or drugs?
Nobody put marijuana in there.
And you ever get one of those pamphlets, like from the church folks?
I do. I remember that.
Those were the scariest things I had ever seen before. Like people were on fire. There was little black and white, thin paper pamphlets. It would terrify me. I was terrified.
That's what they were trying to do, weren't they?
Yeah. I think it might have
scare you, little demon.
I think it might have been too much. Like I don't know, but I could just remember. I remember being afraid to look at the pictures in those little booklets. I wanted to get my life right.
Take off this demon outfit right now.
I got national.
Trey says, since when did Holly develop a mild stutter? That's why I don't go to Alabama.
I didn't stutter
during that whole segment. Yeah.
I just, I talk too fast is what it is.
Slow down. I thought you came back with a resolution that you were going to just slow down,
because
the show is 2 hours long, regardless of how fast you talk.
It would probably bode well for me to talk slower so my content went further.
It won't make any difference. That's the thing. All it does is just, maybe it's better that you talk fast and stutter all over yourself than we have to restart. Like you got to retell the whole story 3 or 4
My
times
bad.
before you get it out.
You're right. You are absolutely right, Josh.
Nobody's asking for that. She's so extreme from one to the other.
Since this is comings and goings, I want to start doing national days here. So we got National Prom Day is March 31st. That is today.
Something's on our Facebook page about that, the Thunder Radio Facebook page.
Yeah,
post your promposals. My favorite thing ever, promposals.
I love promposals. I
Hate
think
'em.
they're cute. I'm here for all of them. I meant to ask he's got it. Okay, those on the radio. It's high school senior, Coffee County High School senior Trevor Jesse plays baseball. It looks like they're at Old Stone Fort, maybe up there at that Round Rock area.
They're above the museum.
And he's got a little guitar. And he's got lights that spell out prom. And Cameron Bell standing there looking surprised and cute. I wonder what song he's singing.
He's got a guitar with him. Yeah.
I said that, right?
I don't know. You just kind of jumped into this story like everybody knew exactly what you were talking about.
I backed up and started. No, y'all know what I'm talking. I just told you. I just told them.
That's the post that she made on Facebook.
I used their photo to make a National Prom Day. You know, I would love to do one. Maybe I'll do it on Whiskey's page, Whiskey Radio's Facebook page, because
nobody's going to participate over there.
Bless it, bless old Whiskey Country. I want to see people's like prom hair.
Oh yeah.
Like, post your crazy prom hair, like from the.
Holly's gone wild with this. Nobody's going to participate in this game.
I want to see it.
I don't care what you want to see. People aren't going to dig those up.
Did you look handsome at your prom? I don't ever remember seeing you there. You just had a regular suit. Were you a black suit, white?
I think I had a
shirt?
Black suit, white shirt with a tie that matched my date's dress.
That sounds like you. You weren't a colored suit. See,
very basic.
My brother wore a white suit with bright pink like vest and tie.
I'm not a peacocker. It's not my style.
That's very much his style.
That's not how I roll.
I didn't even see you at prom, and I could tell you were
you were a grade ahead of me.
Black suit.
So I didn't go to the prom that you were at.
Oh, you only went 1 year?
I only went 1 year.
I went 2 years.
I didn't go my junior year. We had baseball tournament. I'm not going to that.
Also, he didn't have a date.
I didn't have a date to go with.
I can remember at my
why don't you tell the story for the 87th time about how your date ran over a possum?
I don't like that. I don't like hitting stuff just to hit it. Like, okay, there is a possum in the road. I'm going to accelerate to try and hit. I'm not going to swerve to miss it, but I am going to tap on them brakes a little, see if I can.
Why do they go across the road so slow?
I don't know, but
they just don't get in any hurry.
I would never accelerate.
So it's completely stunted Holly's.
Yeah, when I think about my prom, I think about that feeling of like bump, 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 bump.
How many wheels were on that truck?
It was a van. I went to prom in a van.
Nice.
Not a cute van, not like
probably a Ford Aerostar.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yes, everybody had those things.
Oh, anywho.
They get you from A to B, though. Those were popular. That's what we had.
My mom never had a van, thank goodness. She did have a Suburban, which is a bus. It's just a cute bus. Anywho, National Prom Day. If you want to send me your silly prom pictures, I'm going to post them. I want to see them.
Look at her just begging for random things to do on this day.
No. I have plenty to do.
No, you're inviting more random work that has no productivity benefit to it. You're just like, give me busy work, send me pictures.
You don't think what I do has any value at all?
I didn't say that. Anybody listening feel like I said that?
What No, I couldn't get no mattress in the back of the van because of it. Them rows of seats don't come out.
No, not like today.
Not like today.
Today they just push a button and the seats fold down and stow away. And I mean, used to you had to actually manually stow the seats away. Now you just push a button and they fold down and make all kind of room. Jessica says, I swore I would never have a van, but here we are.
I had a van. It was the ugliest van. It was a deep, like burgundy purple, and the wheels had gold in it.
I don't think that was real gold. Donald Trump style gold.
No, the color. Speaking of colors, it's National Crayon Day. I get real nostalgic when I think about opening a brand new box of Crayolas that had never been colored with. The point is still perfectly sharp, and the smell of it. Oh, golly, that lightning.
Every time it lightens, Holly's going to have a problem.
I feel like it's right outside the window.
It just lights up the sky. It's lightning. Calm down. Just be a professional and do the show. Shut the curtain there.
You're right.
So you can't see the lightning.
I don't need that in my life.
She can't even continue a thought if any lightning is out there.
I know you don't enjoy coloring.
No.
But when you were little, you still, the boy if his task in kindergarten, first grade was to color a picture, he would take one color, scribble scrabble all over the picture and be like, it's colored. It has color now.
What else do you want me to do with it?
But, girls a lot of times are a little more, they take their time. They got to pick the right color. I feel like there's no point in asking you this question, but when you colored a picture, did you color the whole picture lightly, like a light color? Or did you?
I pushed down on the crayon.
Was it hard? Like you pushed down hard and so the colors were
Darker, yeah.
So the whole picture was like that?
Mostly.
I would go to my cousin's house and she had a big tub of crayons in a Tupperware dish. And I loved going to her house because they always had cereal, Kool-Aid, and coloring books. It was like just their cup floweth over with all the things I loved. So we would color, and she was a little older than me. And quite honestly, she was mean. She was bratty and bigger than me. So like, when we played Barbies, she always got to be Brenda and have Dylan from 90210, and I had to be like the second tier cast. Any hootie, that's neither here nor there. Coloring, I would color my pictures where I outlined the line in dark and color inside light.
Oh, nice.
And she looked at me, and we were talking about coloring, and she goes, yeah, I like almost any kind of coloring except when people outline it dark and color it in light. And I'm like, why would you say that?
Speaking of, what's the point of the white crayon? Why is that something? Hey, stop reading the comments and engage with the co-host.
Did you say something? White crayon on black paper?
Let's talk about Dirt Works in Manchester. Holly's done with this segment, so I'm done with this segment. I'm going to train
colored
her.
Paper. That's where you would use it.
How often did you ever use white crayon?
Hardly ever.
Okay.
But sometimes.
Percentage of time? Less than 2%?
Listen, if I was trying to make, say I had a box of 8 crayons. I don't have skin tone. Like if I was doing like a coloring myself, self-portrait, there wasn't I couldn't pick a Holly skin tone color. So I would have to mix the yellow and orange and a little bit of red. Sometimes I'd take that white and go over it and it would smudge the colors together.
So much more effort than I ever put into anything, ever. That you put into coloring something. I liked coloring with colored pencils. That was next level.
I don't like coloring. It didn't cover as evenly, I felt like, as a Crayola crayon. I wasn't a colored pencil. It was too sharp.
We are so opposite in everything. She likes crayons. I don't like crayons. I like the colored pencils. She doesn't like colored pencils. And then we got married.
And we're miserable.
Let me tell you about Dirt Works in Manchester. So this is the time of year starting to get a lot of rain. And you're going to notice, yards holding water here, yards holding water there. And you're also getting out, like, we did this weekend. You're get, you're weeding in the landscaping, trying to get stuff ready for spring and summer. And what you can't do though is move tons of dirt, like literally tons of dirt. And that's what Dirtworks can do with their heavy machinery. They come out, they take care of that. They completely re-excavate the yard for you. They can clear out some woods, cut in some driveways, really anything you need. Give them a call at 931-409-0782. That's Dirtworks, 931-409-0782, and online at dirtworksforyou.com.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better.
Yo.
Trey.
What did Trey do?
I'm a good colorer. I'm a good artist, actually. Mama, show him. My mama will have my artwork on the she got like a special folder in her phone.
Holly's artwork. She don't know how to make a folder in her phone. I'm going to tell you that
Holly's
right now.
artwork. She loves to tell people how talented I am.
She does not. I guarantee you she doesn't know how to make a folder in her phone.
Trey, I'm artistic.
I'm autistic.
Probably. I'm gonna look it up. I'm looking up art.
Where was Trey last week?
I just searched my.
It's probably gonna lighten a few more times out there. Are you gonna be all right?
I can't see it.
She shut one curtain. There's another curtain open right here. Plenty of windows. Here comes your mama. Holly is the best. She is so crafty. I have all her drawings. They're on her fridge at her house.
Yep. Told you. I'm looking back now at my artwork and okay, look. I went to a
and you could just send me that.
No, it's not good. None of it's any good. I'm terrible. This is hot dog water.
The school patrol on Thunder Radio's page. Grundy County, 2-hour delay. Here come the comments. Most of Coffee County's power is out right now. That was at 6 this morning. Tornado watch begins for Coffee County at 4:17 a.m. and ends at 8 a.m. Just issued by the National Weather Service. What are they talking about? That literally wasn't ever a thing.
Y'all look here. I found a piece of artwork I did one day when I was trying to. Josh had pissed me off, and I was trying to channel my anger into something more creative. I painted that for him.
Nice.
Can you see it?
The fingers is too wide for the wrist.
No, because it's like this.
Golly, Holly. Vulgar this morning. There's children. I think you should submit that to the Coffee County Fair. Oh.
What about this picture of a butterfly I did?
Pretty, Holly. Pretty.
Huh?
Pretty.
What do you think about that, Trey?
All right. Holly Van Gogh. Yeah. We changed the way we do our scheduling, so I'm trying to kind of watch it over here, see if everything's in there that should be. Seems like it is.
He didn't see it? Yeah.
Darn it, I got distracted here and didn't even do my thing right.
smell the sun, warm up the Georgia pine.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Near the top of the hour, getting you to work, getting you back to school for you folks who were on spring break last week, getting you home from work for your night shift warriors. Y'all be careful. It's a little rainy out there this morning. The severe weather is out of the area, but heavy rains will continue. It's going to rain pretty hard, actually, for the next little while. So just FYI, give yourself a couple extra minutes when you're out and about this morning. Morning show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
What are we doing here?
It's Maybe You Missed It Monday.
She just comes up with all kind of different little ideas, doesn't she?
At the top of the list, because I guess it's what my boo loves best. But has everybody seen Morgan Wallen leave SNL?
Yes. On Saturday.
I think that's the most relatable thing a celebrity has ever done live on TV.
I'm getting out of here. That's Holly leaving a chamber luncheon. She's supposed to stick around for pictures.
There.
And that's Holly leaving a chamber luncheon right there. All right, we're done. And then she's supposed to announce to everybody to stick around for pictures. And you look around, Holly, she's already 3 steps down the steps of the conference center. She's gone.
My duties.
She's gone.
No. So if you didn't catch it, he was the musical guest. Honestly, I thought he looked bored during like the promo when they're like, tune in to SNL where we got host such and such and musical guest Morgan Wallen. He just kind of looked like he didn't want to be there.
No, he was just like, okay, well, I'm here.
But then when the show was over, he hugged the host. And it didn't look like a direction I had ever seen anyone.
I never saw anybody do that.
Leave the stage front ways. Like
I guess they always
saw an exit sign and
was headed to that exit sign.
Yeah.
Like usually they linger up there and they're
they
hugging each other and good show.
Yeah.
And everybody did good, fist bump, knucks, and he just went straight, like cut right across the camera. Like he was going to see somebody out in the audience, but he was not. He was going to a door.
The look on his face was just.
All right, I'm done.
I punched out.
I'm done.
And I'm gone.
And then he gets on Instagram. And post a picture of his plane. I was funny because like the news outlets were like, Morgan Wallen abruptly leaves SNL, posts cryptic message on social media. And I was like, what's this cryptic message?
Yeah.
So I get on there and look, and I don't feel like it was very cryptic.
It was not crazy. He told you exactly.
He posted a picture of his plane and said, get me back to God's country. Which I thought is hilarious. He's got a shaky relationship with the SNL people. I'm surprised he went to do it. And
they canceled him after
it was during COVID because he was out. There was pictures of him out without a mask at a bar.
Yeah.
Kissing a girl. And they disinvited him after he already got to New York for this thing. I would not go back. I'm assuming his management said, you're going back. You've got an album to promote. Get up there.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was my mom told me I had to appearance. Yeah. That's what that was.
Yeah. Anyway.
Jessica said it was very direct. Yeah. There's no cryptic message.
It wasn't cryptic. He wants to be home.
Please get me out of here.
Yeah.
Which
I
think
not
is fantastic.
Do well in New York. I really wouldn't.
I was watching I was at Fox and Friends this morning, and they were talking about, I don't know what the big deal is. Most people who visit here are ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
When they because they're in New York, they don't want to be here. Like they'll come to visit or even as tourists, but by the time they're done, they want to leave. And
me too.
He's not from here. He's from a small town in East Tennessee. He sings about it in his songs. It's hidden by some dogwood trees. And so I'm sure New York is quite the place for him. But he looked miserable. He stood there.
Looked,
I think he only appeared in like one skit. I think.
Okay, so after
the whole
2020, when they disinvited him, and he did go back.
He did a skit.
He did a skit kind
making
of making
fun of that, yeah.
fun of, so he
Yeah, I'm surprised he went back then. I'm surprised he went back now. At this point, he's big enough where he don't have to do that. Some, back in 2020, he probably needed to go back.
yeah.
Now it's like, I mean, he's Morgan Wallen. He doesn't have to do that. Anyway, but his new album comes out soon. 36 or 37 songs on that thing. Pretty pumped about it.
Golly, that's loaded. Okay, so moving on. Did you see the earthquake that happened? Did you see any of the?
Jessica said it looked like my kids this weekend when we made them take pictures. Earthquake this weekend. There was a couple. There was one, I guess, that they're expecting over 10,000 deaths in that one.
Yeah,
which is
I can't.
Terrible. But there was one this morning out in the middle of the ocean that spawned tsunami warnings.
I'm talking about. I can't pronounce Myanmar.
I don't know.
Myanmar. I can't pronounce it. Any hootie. Yeah, like Josh said, death toll is at 1,700 right now.
Did you see the videos of the pools?
Okay, so
with
that's
the
what I
water
wanna talk
sloshing
about.
out of the buildings.
An infinity pool. We've
Yeah.
seen them in pictures, and we've all thought,
I'm not getting that.
wouldn't that be nice to sit in an infinity pool and that just overlooks a beautiful ocean or village
Yeah.
or something? I'm like that.
Wouldn't
But
want to
I'm
bid in
s-
one when an earthquake went
I'm
off.
such a scaredy cat that I look at that and I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. But what if the glass shatters? What if something happens and something comes loose and whoosh, it just drops you and all that water. Well, that didn't happen. But when there was video footage from inside of a tall building with an infinity pool where the couple, you can see them in the infinity pool and afloat, and all of a sudden starts to,
It's a wave pool.
yeah.
It turned into a wave pool.
And the water
water
is
was-
sloshing over the sides.
Yeah.
And then they showed a video of a window cleaner that was underneath the infinity pool
Oh,
washing windows when it happened. So the water is coming down and hitting him, and the building, and he's holding on to the corner of this building, just like
for dear life.
trying
there.
to make his body just become a part of that building. So he
Yeah.
doesn't. I think he had a harness on, but still, you don't know what's going to fall.
I'm sure he had a harness on, you would think.
But that's for me. I know the odds of an earthquake happening and spilling me out of an infinity pool. The chances are low.
Yeah, the fact that you've never been in an infinity pool or in an earthquake or near anywhere with a pretty big earthquake, in an earthquake area where they happen often, like we don't travel to California or anything. So yeah, I'd say it's very low.
But if I ever have the opportunity to get in one, I don't think I'm going to like it because I'm just going to be worried. I won't stay in it long. It's not going to be somewhere I could relax. I'm just the biggest scaredy cat you ever met.
The videos of that water coming over the side were kind of freaky. I was like, what is that? Is the building falling apart?
Some of the buildings did crumble.
Yes, but I just didn't know what that was. I was like, what is that, dust? Like, I had no clue what that was.
Yeah.
And it was the water.
Yeah.
I was like, golly, imagine the shaking enough to rattle that water like that. And it was just like, it looked like it emptied the pool to me. There was a lot of water.
I don't know if it was a sinkhole or part of the earthquake just creating a hole in the road. But I saw a video where a guy on a motorcycle driving along, the earth opens up. It almost took a van, but the guy on the motorcycle went in.
Drives right in there. Nobody's heard from him.
Couldn't find him. They found him eventually.
How deep is that hole?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Holly.
I didn't catch that part. I don't like watching videos where the outcome is not good, where I know the person in the video doesn't make it. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like watching that. It messes with me.
So this morning there was an earthquake near Tonga, which is a fun name to say. But Tongans, they're called Tongans. The people who
folk?
live there, yeah. Tongans started posting on social media. So it was a 7.0 earthquake. I think that was in the ocean. But I guess you could feel it on multiple islands around there, and immediately sirens start going off for tsunami warnings.
Oh no.
That, and there was no tsunami.
Okay.
They cancel the warnings after a little while.
Okay.
But my favorite is when the Weather Service puts out an alert. It's like, we don't think there's going to be one now. We can't really tell. Just exercise normal caution around the sea. You may see some sea level changes. But that one seems like the scariest one to me.
A
tsunami.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, you don't like those things can take you out quite a bit. The sea's powerful. You know?
you sounded like such a nerd.
But
the
it is.
sea is powerful.
There's no stopping that.
No, but
it's just such a wide.
It doesn't just come out of nowhere. It's usually brought on by
I know.
bad
Still, I don't.
weather.
I don't like that.
All right. Josh don't like tsunamis. Holly's scared.
Speaking of bad
everything.
weather, shout out to our resident weather guy Brian, who was up here last night at 2 o'clock in the morning, putting out weather alerts here at Thunder Radio. We do appreciate him.
Yes,
That
absolutely.
level of dedication that I can appreciate.
Absolutely.
You know, sending out Manchester Go app notifications. And
You know what?
meanwhile, I heard it storming outside, and I was like, "Storm's here." I didn't even get up to look at my phone because I was like, "If it's bad, we just gonna sleep," and it's the best way to go.
So when there's a bad storm coming at night and I'm scared, Josh he'll get up if he hears it get loud, and he'll check his phone, make sure it's not anything we need to get into our safe space. You know, I don't need to get the kids. And so last night I woke up and I heard it's getting, so Josh wasn't moving. So I reached over and I grabbed his arm just to kind of be like, hey, it's storming. Do what you do the thing. And he just grabbed my hand. He grabbed my hand and kind of just, that was his way of saying, go back to sleep. And he never got up. So I took that as if he's not worried about it, I'm not worried about it. But normally he gets up. Brian did, however.
Yeah, he was up here at the station doing things. It's not that I wasn't worried so much as I stopped caring. And it's like, if it's going to hit, it's going to hit. We're in a pretty good spot in the house where we are.
Anyway, lots of windows.
No,
an exterior room.
We are on the back side of a direction that anything would come from. So it's an exterior room, but the tornadoes don't usually come out of the east. So our bedroom faces east. We got several walls between us and the outdoors right there. So I feel pretty good about it. Anything else? We got to take a break.
Okay. Let me give you a little teaser, and we'll maybe slide it in further down the show. UK bans ninja swords and move to crack down on violent knife crime. Swords. Can't own them. If you get caught with a sword, you're in big trouble.
Can you have guns there?
Mm-mm.
No guns, no ninja swords. Sounds like a real fun place to be.
So we'll talk about that more later.
I've got Stupid Silly Stat coming up next as well. We'll let you know what's happening at Granddad's for lunch. You're listening to The Morning Show on Thunder Radio.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios.
We're your friends. We're your neighbors. Locally owned and operated.
Oh. Uh-oh.
What? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. It's just an ad break. It needs to be swapped around.
Are we
what?
Are we on schedule? Are we behind? Or
we are behind.
okay, I like being behind. That means I still have plenty of content left.
You got plenty of content. I mean, it's gonna be good.
You don't know what I got.
You got plenty.
Sometimes I roll in here and I have nothing to contribute.
Anything here. Granddad's. Do Granddad's next, okay?
Yes.
Peace out hell last night. Uh-oh. Shannon said I usually just turn the box fan up a notch. If it's my time, I guess it's my time. That's kind of how it goes.
Josh told me last night, he was like, I'll get up when I hear the train.
Yeah. I hear the train a coming.
I hope everybody got outside this weekend and did a little yard work or just enjoyed the temperatures. I got up at like 6 on Saturday and went outside and started working on the pool and brushing it and scooping it and brushing
Dude,
it.
it's just like the stuff falling from trees right now. It just fills it up with junk.
And I filled up a whole wheelbarrow full of weeds I pulled.
I wonder what that wheelbarrow was doing over there. It's just sitting there, full of junk.
That's trash for you to take
Oh,
off.
I didn't know.
All it's garbage.
Well, it's just sitting in the backyard. It's full of water now. So what's that wheelbarrow for? I wonder.
I put all the trash in it. You couldn't see trash?
No, you didn't tell me that.
Those pots, those plastic pots from all them plants I killed last year.
Oh yeah, I saw those plastic pots. They sat and killed my grass.
My hair smells good.
I can usually be pretty productive on cloudy, rainy days.
I'm busy today.
I'm busy today. I'm busy all week. I'm busy until the end of time.
Josh comes to me this weekend and he was like, I found us a $500,000 house on the beach. Who does he think we are?
Now, I found a house near the beach that was not that expensive. And I was like, for what you think you would pay per square foot, it's about the same as you pay per square foot here, maybe even less. And it was a 20-minute drive from the beach. And I was like, let's buy that and just live there. We could do the morning show from there. But we're not ready for that. But hopefully one day we'll have the money to do that. I mean, I bought FM radio in a time
I cannot
where that's
live
just
in a
fine.
highly populated area.
It's a little populated.
I cannot.
Well,
I'll be like Morgan Wallen.
but you're going to be cold if you stay here. You can't handle this weather. By the time you get 50, your blood too thin. You can't
So
live
it's
here.
here or an overly
Oh, I know. I could
populated
find you a non-populated area somewhere in Central Florida, and you and the Gators.
So there's no
No,
lightly populated areas anywhere,
not near the water.
even though we stayed at some in Fort Morgan and also Perdido Key.
Well,
But there's
I'm
none.
not buying vacation houses. I'm buying a house. to
People
live in.
live there, buddy.
No. That's not lightly populated. I'm not talking about Orlando.
No,
The place
I'm
I was
not
looking
talking
at was
about
more
Panama
like
City.
no. The place I was looking at was more like Coffee County. But there's just not. I mean, we weren't living on a
I
farm.
said heavily populated.
We just
I'm talking about
it was in more of a neighborhood than it was more of a rural area. There's not
Oh.
any rural areas down there unless you get down into Central Florida, like Polk County, and that's where Florida man lives because it's hot and they don't have any water. Yeah, I'm not living in Central Florida. You don't even get the sea breeze down there. I'm going to move to Florida. It's going to happen. I may be 60, but I'm retiring
and
there.
single.
I'm retiring. Yeah, I'm retiring there. You're coming with. You're like a lizard. You're going to need the warm weather. Holly's not warm-blooded.
On the right.
Manchester's only live and local radio morning show. You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you with us. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
We are late for Stupid Silly Stat. It's we were off schedule last week too. We just had a hard time keeping it on time. We'll try to do better, but we're off to a bad start this week. But
No,
let's
it's a good start.
we're
Good
gonna play.
show.
We're gonna play games. But first, what's happening over at Granddad's today for lunch? People looking for a little delicious food.
Smoked sausage is on the menu, as well as hamburger steak, pulled pork. Nope, that doesn't say pulled pork at all. It says pulled barbecue, fried cabbage, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese,
Are you okay?
green beans, cucumber salad, coleslaw, pasta salad, cornbread or roll. Find Granddad's at 620 Woodbury Highway. Go see them from 11 to 2 to get that lunch line special.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid, silly stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive. Make sure you're all aligned, got the tires ready to hit the road, you got summer trips coming up in just a couple of months. New tires, wheel alignments, custom exhaust work, and all of your automotive repair needs at Freedom Automotive Service Center. Find them in Manchester, 515 Hillsborough Boulevard, and online, or not online, no, just 515 Hillsborough Boulevard. I was just doing some random things. You could Google them up, I guess. Freedom Automotive Service Center, right in front of College Street. Holly?
31% of singles say that they have dated someone they have met here. Where is it? 31% of singles say that they have dated someone that they met here. Where are they meeting these folks?
728-1320 to take your guesses this morning on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. First person with the right answer is going to win Thunder Radio swag and bragging rights. Speaking of bragging rights, that's what you won for being the best celebrity picker on the March Bracket Challenge.
I'm really good at sport things.
31% of singles say they have dated someone they met here. Where is here? 728-1320. I can believe this answer.
Norma said bars.
It's not bars. It's not bars.
I have never dated someone that I met in a bar.
No.
But I've not been in a bar in
Fixing
a
how
long
often do you go to a bar?
time.
Morning show.
Grocery store.
Grocery store. Not it. You're not eligible to win, Matthew. You won Friday.
He likes playing.
Grocery store. That is incorrect. 728-1320. 31% of singles say they have dated someone who they met here. Where is here? Morning show.
Laundry mat.
Like
Laundry
Dolly.
mat. Good guess, but not it. Morning show.
Morning show. On the Facebook.
On the Facebook, not it. I like how you added the. Did you get a funny guess over
Yeah, someone guessed rehab.
there? That has happened, actually. Morning show.
Morning show. At church.
Church is a good guess, but not it. Morning show.
Church.
Not church. Good try. That probably does happen, but that's not the answer we're looking for
Sure.
today. 31% of singles say they have dated someone they met here. Where is here? Morning show.
I met my husband at line dancing class.
Line dancing class. What dance were you learning?
Cha-cha.
Nice.
Cute.
Not it, though. Good try. Shannon says family reunion. Morning show.
Morning show. Work.
Not it. Good try.
I think that's higher than 31.
Oh, it's higher than 31%. Yeah. And that where your brother and now sister-in-law met?
Yep, met at work.
Does it work? It's inappropriate.
Oh, me.
31% of singles say they dated someone they met here. Morning show.
The gym.
The gym. That is the right answer. At the gym. What's your name?
Norma.
Norma.
Good job, Norma.
Good job. It's the gym. How did you know?
Just because a lot of people go to the gym these days.
Yeah.
They do go to the gym. You go to the gym?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? All
I
right.
don't.
No, not like I should.
Not
Yeah.
like you should. All right. Well, congratulations, Norma. Come on up here and get you a shirt, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, the gym. 31% of singles say they dated someone they met at the gym. I saw that guess earlier.
It makes sense because
It makes sense.
you have something in common.
Yeah.
You know what they look like.
It's these yoga pants they've come out with. That was not a thing, I don't feel like, when I was in high school.
Do you remember when they first come out with yoga pants?
Not a lot of
and
secrets in those.
You weren't allowed, like it was considered trashy if you didn't have your shirt covering your bottom.
Yeah, well, and some people should still follow those guidelines.
But
some
then,
people
but now
not.
girls wear the yoga pants with little croppy tops.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna fight against the new trends. It's where we're going in the world.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want.
This is coming from someone with an 18-year-old
Well, no.
daughter, and every time she walks out, he's like, "That outfit's inappropriate.
Are you
that's- going to put more clothes on?"
That was my next sentence. I don't necessarily want my daughter wearing it like that, but it's different.
Where's
So,
the rest of your shirt?
That's my favorite one. Are they going to send the rest of that later, or no? So, but yeah, the gym. But the thing, I would never be able to date someone that I met at the gym. I mean, because I'm married, I guess. But that wasn't what I was talking about. I'm just saying if
Because I'm married, I guess. I guess that's one reason.
No, I'm saying I never talked to anybody there, like very rarely. And the last time, I don't talk to. I put my earphones in, and I do not speak. I just do my thing, and I don't want to meet, or not. I'm not looking. I guess if I were looking, it would be different, maybe. But I don't want to. Like if a girl walks my direction in the gym, I look down at my feet. Like I don't want her to even think I might be looking towards her.
Yeah.
Morning show.
Hey, Josh.
Hey.
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
I won the anniversary thing from the Mossy part of the week of March the 5th.
Congratulations.
Have I already let 30 days go by?
No, it's not been 30 days yet. It will be on April the 5th.
Okay, so I can still pick it up.
Yeah, come on by the station.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah, come by the station and get it. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Jessica said you would look at your ring to remind him that she would kill him, meaning me. He don't wear
No
a ring, but I absolutely would kill him.
Yeah, I just don't.
He don't want that kind of drama.
I don't want
his
that kind
life.
of drama, and I don't want. It's not even that. It's not like that. I'm walking around the gym, be like, "Ladies, hands off." That's not it. I just don't want women to feel uncomfortable. Like, oh, that guy's staring at me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want them to even think that could be a possibility. So I just read my book on the treadmill or
see, when
whatever.
I'm in the gym, I avert my eyes because I don't know what I'm doing. I obviously look lost. I obviously look like I never have been into a gym before in my life. So I avert my eyes because I don't want to see somebody giving me like, what in the world is she doing? Look.
And I'm also, I'm not a physical specimen by any stretch of the imagination, and my diet has not been very good at all since the first of the year. But I was at the gym the other day, and I've always been a mind your own business. I don't talk to anybody. I see people doing things incredibly wrong all the time, and I'm sure I do some stuff wrong. So I just mind my business. But the other day, I don't know if it's an age thing, but I did for the first time I didn't do it, but I had the urge to go tell a young lady she was using the machine all wrong. I wanted to be like, no, just because I felt like she wasn't going to get what she needed out of this. I'm like,
and you were going to show her.
I was like, no, but I didn't do it. But I was on the Stairmaster, and I could overlook everybody from up there, and I'm watching a movie usually or a TV show when I'm on there. But I just happen to glance.
Because I stay on the Stairmaster so long,
But
I have to have an episode of something in.
No. You have to have something to do to even pass 10 minutes on there. But I was like, I was tempted to be like, if you'll put your shoulders back, you'll get more chest activation out of this. But I didn't.
That's probably a good call to not
I didn't
approach a woman and say that.
I didn't. But I feel like she didn't know she was doing it wrong.
Do you want to activate your chest more?
No.
Just push your shoulders back.
You really feel that pump in here. All right. Congratulations to Norma, winner today. 31% of singles meet somebody at the gym and date that person. That's never going to be me. Or Holly, because she doesn't go to the gym.
I almost sat on that guy's face once.
Because she pays no attention to who's around her.
He'd come up behind. I was there first. It was like, oh, she's getting ready to do a squat. This is perfect time.
I don't think so. Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. We've got name that what? Tune, stat, game,
Movie.
coming up. We got that next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Hey, save 15% on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo in Orange Beach, Alabama. If you're thinking about booking that summer trip, might as well save yourself a little bit of money because you're a Thunder Radio listener. Go to thunder1320.com/beach. That's thunder1320.com/beach. And you can get all the information there, the promo code, and all that you need to get that room booked up.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Holly's had plenty of gym incidents. She has an incident every time she goes there. It's raining. I can hear it. All right.
That's the universe's way of saying you're not meant to be here.
Name that movie.
Yep.
Okay.
No, listen. I look around because I'm like, I'm not going to give these people in this gym the satisfaction of thinking I don't know what I'm doing. So I make sure I make eye contact with every one of them in there. Like I'm like.
And now she's a creep.
Now I'm a creep.
There's this chick staring at everybody.
giving them the business. I hate the gym. I hate it.
I prefer a steady soaking rain.
What is it?
A steady soaking rain right now. I prefer that more than just a heavy downpour. So, gutters can keep up. Not a lot drizzly stuff, just irritating. There was thunder, Holly. Don't get scared. The boy completed a risky drive.
Why was it risky?
I don't know. That's I'm taking a look-see here. Hard braking times 2. Driving 75 miles an hour down this way. Who was driving this morning? Here comes some text messages.
How are you driving so fast? Does anybody else do the Live 360?
Who are you texting?
The boy one. Who are you texting?
The boy one. The speed limit, the most fast it is between where he went and where he ended was 55. It is raining.
Uh-oh. He's getting ready to get a stern talking to.
Don't let him listen to me anyway.
That's not true.
Nobody
Occasionally they listen. I'm sure you were. All right. What we got coming up next?
Name that movie.
Name that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yippers.
I think Hattie'll know it.
Will I know it?
No. Nope.
Coffee County Forum. Anonymous. Post this. Wanting to go to Orange Beach or Gulf Shores next year, I need help finding a hotel. Any help is appreciated. Comment. Take the thing in your hand and Google it. Ew.
Okay, I just got an update. The Coffee County Middle School soccer 8th grade game tonight against Tullahoma Middle School has been
Canceled or
canceled.
postponed?
I'll let you know the makeup date as soon as.
Postponed. They use the wrong word. Postponed. It's not gonna be raining by this afternoon.
The field is sloppy.
This makes for good soccer.
Good soccer pictures, bad ball, bad ball travel.
I forgot you're a soccer expert. Played back in the day.
I did.
Snapped her leg in one game.
It wasn't a game. It was a play day.
Snapped her leg. And then was named Player of the Week a month later.
That girl
in the cast.
illegally, she clipped me. She basically
Did you get up to beat her up?
took her leg and like kicked my leg and snapped my fibula,
Did you get up to beat her up?
which is not important because it's not a weight-bearing bone. But I went to get up and I stepped on that right leg and I said, whoop, I fell right to the ground.
Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Rainy Monday morning. Welcome in Thunder Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you with us. Speaking of the rain, that's going to continue for the next several hours. Steady and some heavier downpours at time. We're at 60 degrees right now, and that's about as warm as we're going to be for today. And rain continues through about noonish, probably, depending on exactly where you're at in the listening area. 39 overnight tonight. We recover nicely tomorrow. 71 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Mid-50s tomorrow night. Check out Wednesday, 81 degrees. And then mid-60s Wednesday night. But we do have a 30 to 40% chance of rain and showers back in the, or rain and storms back in the forecast Wednesday and Wednesday night. And then Thursday, 84 with a 40% chance of showers. 67 Thursday night. These are summer lows right there. And then 83 on Friday with a 50% chance of rain. So pretty warm weather pattern. And Saturday, 81 with a 50% chance of showers. Sunday, much cooler, 67 with a 60% chance of showers. So we get into kind of a wetter pattern, some storms possible, and then that clears out by Sunday and we're cooler. Weather forecast brought to you by our friends at the Hillsboro Food Company. Regardless of rain showers in the forecast, some pretty good grilling temperatures if you want to get outside and fire up the grill. Hillsboro Food Company, they have fresh cut meats every day. They also have all of your produce and assorted groceries, locally owned and operated. Shop at a local grocery store, 7403 Hillsboro Highway in Hillsboro, locally owned and operated by Brandon and Angie Tomberlin. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, buddy.
We got Manchester, Tennessee Forum Mondays. We got birthdays coming up in a little while. Why are these kids in school? Power's out in all of Manchester. We'll be talking about that in a little bit. That's not true. The power's not out in all of Manchester, just a few select places, and the kids are in school today. But first, we're going to play Name That Movie.
Josh has got a little, actually, he's got 3 little snippets from a movie. He's going to play those. Once you figure out what the movie is, call us with the exact right name. What are they going to win?
Thunder Radio swag.
He means t-shirt.
T-shirt. Thunder Radio shirt. And you're going to be able to rep your favorite station all over the world if you get the name of this movie right here. 728-1320.
Oh, Jesus. I'm in trouble now, huh?
What is that? I really don't know. Ben Loma Connect hotlines, 931-728-1320. Name that movie.
Oh, Jesus. I'm in trouble now, huh?
And the faster you name it, the faster I'll stop playing that clip.
Have you seen it?
No,
I didn't think so.
I have not. Neither is anybody else, judging by the participation in this game.
They don't know it.
Nobody's
it could be
calling.
Anything.
Nobody's commenting over on the Carmine Family Dental cameras. Nobody's texting on the secret text line.
Because power's out.
No, that's not it.
Ha ha! Oh, wait till I turn this gas off.
Name that movie.
Jessica says another Indian Film Festival's finest here. Holly is digging into the deep tracks of stuff out there.
This movie has 2 A-list actors and a B-list actor.
Dina called and hung up.
And I believe it's considered a what do you call the movies, like a cult classic?
Oh, wait till I turn this gas off.
This just means I'm doing a good job when we don't have someone calling on the 1 second clip to guess it.
No, there's no 1 second clip.
Well, that's just how I told these people it was. The first clip. Now I'm tongue tied.
All right, last clip here. Last chance. 728-1320. Name this movie. If you can't get it, Holly's going to be the winner today.
Oh, relax, darling. It'll be easier. Come join your dentist friend and mushnik.
Now y'all know it.
Do they?
Yeah, they know it now.
I don't know. I've never seen this. I ain't watching it. Don't want to see it. Morning show.
Is it Little Shop of Horrors?
It is Little Shop of Horrors. What is your name?
My name's James.
James.
Good job, James.
Well done, James. Is that a favorite? How would you rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, it's been a long time. I saw the play recently, and it was a 10.
All right. Well done, James. Come on by and get your shirt.
All right, thank you.
Oh, James. He seems excited. Won himself a shirt.
Feed me, Seymour. That's the only thing I remember of that movie from when I was little. I knew it had the guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. Thank you, Jessica Addison, for giving Josh that answer.
I knew his
You
name.
didn't know that
I
name.
knew
You
his
did
name.
not.
Jessica rates this a 3 out of 10.
So I'd seen it, but when I pulled the clip up, it's got Bill Murray and who's the other fella? He's got white hair.
Okay.
Oh, what's his name? He was on SNL for a long time.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Nobody helped me with that.
You're proud. That was him. Play that 1 second clip. It's
not a 1 second clip.
You know what I mean.
Oh, Jesus. I'm in trouble now, huh?
That's who'd you say?
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. But Bill Murray is also in it. I don't remember. That's how long it's been and what little I remember of that movie, because I only remember David Moranis.
Rick
Moranos.
Who's
Richard
David?
Marinos. Dick Martinez. Rick Moranis.
No, that's right. Oh boy, Holly. Well done, James. Today, winner on Name That Movie. You never know what Holly's going to say during the morning show from 6:30 until 8:30. Hey, you know what? Common John Brewing Company makes for good Sunday sitting. That's what I do. Go up there, have a beverage, grab a little breakfast, and you can do the same thing. Now, they're open Wednesday through Sunday at 210 Woodbury Highway. I saw where they got Mixtape coming up in May. It's always a good show. Mixtape, the 80s band. That's a ticketed event. You got to buy tickets. CommonJohnBC.com to learn more. Otherwise, try out their breakfast, lunch, dinners. Good pizza. Just to grab a pepperoni pizza. They got some specialty pizzas too. Just some flatbread pizzas that are very, very good. And regular drinks as well. They got coffee with their breakfast at Common John Brewing Company. Holly, anything else you need to say right here?
What do you mean?
I mean, you just seem like you had something to say, and then you dove into your phone. So I didn't know if I interrupted something, or maybe you didn't.
I reckon.
Holly's dressed in her Common John uniform right now. She's got a Common John hat on, a Common John shirt on, Common John undies, Common John socks. All Common John today.
I don't know. I got a hat and a sweatshirt on. I don't wear the sweatshirt off. I'm trying to rotate. I'm real bad about wearing the same old thing over and over.
You and me both.
Just a Coffee County hoodie and black sweatpants. So I wore green sweatpants and a Common John sweatshirt.
You got a chamber luncheon tomorrow. You got to dress up. Are you prepared for that? Did
Yes.
you even remember that was happening?
I did remember because I woke up this morning and bought our tickets.
Oh, good. Glad you did that. Now, did you are you prepared to do the luncheon correctly this time and not miss a part that you're supposed to do? Because each luncheon she's messed up something up there. I mean, not an irreversible mistake, but just like she's supposed to have announced this person. Oh, she's supposed to stay up here for this part. Like she's like Morgan Wallen leaving the scene, this set of SNL. She just walks off.
I was choked on my coffee.
They're like, oh, you're supposed to stay up here and announce something. And she's over there eating. She's done got to her table and is eating her food.
I'm going to tell you something. I am a highly introverted person. I'm not a big talker, right? It's weird that this is my job, but the chamber has been so good for me to get out of my comfort zone. I have met more people in the community than I even knew existed. And if you have any questions about joining the chamber, maybe you want to come to these luncheons and hang out with me, just reach out to me. I'll let you know how to join, or you can visit their website and join there.
Manchester
I'll see y'all there.
Chamber.
Pew, pew.
All right, we got more morning show when we come back. It's Manchester Tea and Forum Mondays, I believe, is what we're doing next. Is that what we're doing next?
Yeah.
That's next. We got birthdays later on, celebrating weekend birthdays too. So call those in 728-1320. This is the morning show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
All right. Yeah.
Can I talk to y'all a minute about Whiskey Country?
Whiskey Country Radio?
Whiskey Country Radio.
105.1 and 95.9.
Out of 4 of the stations, being Thunder, 93.9 The Duck, 105.9. What is the Rooster? What's the Rooster? The Rooster is 102.9 is the Buzz. 101.5.
Promote everyone else's stations.
101.5.
Why don't you just promote everybody else's stations real quick?
Or 101.5, and then you got Whiskey Country. Out of all 4 of those, little Whiskey Country on social media, he's a struggling. And I can post.
You don't help her, Nikki.
Thank you, Nikki. I can post something on Thunder, like it's National Toilet Paper Day, and I'll get 12 likes on that post. But if we take and cover Shelby, that station covers Shelbyville sports.
For now.
And if I take and post pictures of like a Shelbyville basketball game, it may get 6 likes. If I post some photos to Thunder, it's gonna get, I don't know, 50 likes.
More now, but understand the difference in the followers. Though there's 27,000 followers.
I know, but I don't know how to wake the folks up to follow Whiskey. I don't know if I need to be posting more country themed memes and videos. I don't know what to do over there. Hey, so if y'all are listening, interact with Whiskey, because poor old girl.
Sure, and also, and if we have something we feel like will do well in terms of interaction, it's natural to want to post it to the station that's going to interact with the most.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste it.
You can't you can't just take the same.
Facebook don't like that.
Take the same post and put it on another station, because it's like that's. Even though it's a different.
They didn't like that.
son-in-law to this our intention to make sure this pharmacy continues to serve this community and beyond.
Doesn't walk in this video, Wallen just walks off.
I love the look on his face right at the end.
It's just like, ugh. Where do I leave?
non-invasive body contouring treatment that only takes 30 minutes. This treatment stimulates
Oh. You hear that thunder, Holly? You okay? Don't get scared.
Yes, get the six-pack of abs you've always wanted. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com or visit his new location, 482 Interstate Drive across Community Medical Center in Manchester.
An hour and a half worth of proof that opposites actually do it right. This is the Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
God's country is Manchester, Tennessee. That's where we're broadcasting from, the Unity Medical Center studios. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, buddy.
I wanted to use that for the intro because it is Manchester TN Forum Monday. And so, God's country it is.
And Morgan Wallen, that's what he was wanting to get back to, wasn't
This
it?
is not Morgan Wallen.
I know, but he said get me back to God's country.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that during the break. Speaking of during the break, well, I never know who you're going to think sings something.
Anytime that you can be like, Holly's wrong, everybody, he's going to jump on it.
She does not know who sings anything. She thinks that Blake Shelton is Luke Bryan and Luke Bryan is Blake Shelton. And
same guy.
She has no clue that they're different people. Anyway, so we've got Manchester TN Forum Mondays, where Holly has found some posts there. And
just a post this time, because I think it's going to take up most of the segment, honestly.
What have you found there?
All right, this was posted on...
This is on Facebook for those of you who are a little bit uninitiated.
16 hours ago. So yesterday afternoon.
All right.
Wonder if school will be closed for the severe weather. That was the post.
I think I saw the original post yesterday, but at that time it must have just been posted.
Because there was no comments?
Because there's no comments yet, yeah.
All right, so these are some of the comments. Mary says, depends on the back raised areas with water built up or if any flooding has happened.
She took that very seriously.
Mackenzie says, if it's a 2-hour delay, I will not be going, and that's that.
Okay, Mackenzie. Thanks for announcing that to the world.
Justin said you could call the school and find out. To be fair, it was Sunday,
and you probably
ain't nobody going to be up there.
You cannot call the school to find out. No.
Tanya got on here and posted she's expecting a delay.
That's what she's expecting.
I don't know who Tanya is or who she works for or why she felt like she's...
I find this. I can't find it. There it is. I found it.
Ryan says...
Tanya, I'm expecting a delay. like you speak from some form of authority there.
Ryan says, I wouldn't say close, but depending on the timing of the storms, they may do a 2-hour delay or something like that.
Uh-huh. By the way, if you just tuned in, schools are in session today, and they are on time. We're just reading Facebook rumor mill stuff.
Marissa says, be careful. You'll be laughed at like I was when I posted about it. I guess somebody already tore Marissa up.
Marissa and Mandy. You've made the morning show. Welcome.
It's just funny. It's the certainty posts from folks that are like, I'm expecting a 2-hour delay.
I'm expecting a 2-hour delay.
Or what was the comment that you saw about the power being out all over Manchester?
Well, that was on our page. So Thunder Radio had posted a school patrol post because Grundy County is on a 2-hour delay today. I don't know why. I don't know if it's weather related or what their deal is, but they're on a 2-hour delay. And so we posted that because it touches our listening area. Pretty much any county touching Coffee County, our AM can get to, and they follow us. So we post it. So that was posted yesterday. And Brooklyn gets on there and says, this was this morning at about 5:30 or so is when she posted this. Most of Coffee County's power is out right now.
Brooklyn.
I'm sitting at the house, I'm like, our power's not out. And I had already checked all of the radio stations. They were on the air. So that meant power was good. And I'm driving through town and like all the power's on that I see. Now look, I'm sure power was down.
For some
people, it happens, but it doesn't mean it's out for all of Manchester. That's not the case. And then that's when Christy got on here, who is a top fan of Thunder Radio, and said, tornado watch begins for coffee at 4:17 a.m. and ends at 8 a.m. just issued by the National Weather Service. And that was not a thing. There was a watch that earlier in the night that had expired by 3 a.m. I don't even know if that ever even included Coffee County. Maybe it did.
Is there a Coffee County, Alabama?
There's a Coffee County, Alabama, and a Coffee County, Georgia.
Maybe they got their.
How do you get that confused?
Okay, at about 3:45 this morning, there were about
1,600 customers without power.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I mean 1,600 out of 60,000 people. It's most of Manchester, and that's Coffee County. I mean Manchester's 12,000 folk. So, I mean, less than 20%. So we're all right. And that 1,600, I mean, you're talking about rural county too. So
I saw a commercial for a generator, not one that you go out there and pull the cord to get started like an engine, but one, if your power goes out, it's just like automatically cuts on. You don't do anything. And I was like, man, boy, I sure would like to have. But
look one up, see how much that costs.
That's the thing. I won't even look at it. Mm-hmm. I won't even look at it because I know the amount.
Right now, I'm struggling whether to pull the plug on a $49 retractable water hose. I mean, you can get 300 foot of water hose.
Is that the one
that connects to the house and it kind of pivots and you just pull it out and you just.
I feel like you should do it, but I feel like you won't connect it to the house.
Hey, I don't know how, but
you won't ever do it. It'll be laid there on the ground.
No, I'll
next to the faucet.
House. But I'm just saying for it's $49 for 300 foot of hose that retracts. That's a pretty good deal.
I think it's a good deal.
But I struggled with it yesterday for a while, and then I just put it on the back burner. So no, we're not going to get a generator.
I also saw a commercial for a emergency medical kit. What?
Nothing.
You looked at me like I had something in my teeth.
No, I'm listening to your story.
Something in my nose?
No.
That's the look you give me when you're uncomfortable by how I look.
No, when you said something in your nose, it made me think of the person we saw yesterday.
I feel like you should save that story for tomorrow, honestly.
Should I save it for tomorrow?
Yeah. Second segment.
I was going to save it for tomorrow or the 8 o'clock hour today. Maybe
no, because we want certain folk to hear it.
We'll save it for tomorrow.
All right.
We'll save it for tomorrow.
What was I even talking about?
I don't know. You saw a commercial for, and then you freaked out because I looked at you with some
emergency medicine kit. Like it's got antibiotics and stuff in it, and I want to order it so bad because
you can just buy antibiotics online.
Yeah,
that can't be right.
It is.
I don't think so.
It is. I looked it up. I want to do it, but it's expensive.
I didn't realize you could just buy antibiotics online.
Yeah, Generac. That's what it was. I'm gonna tell you, a commercial sold. Yeah. Pay my money.
But then Holly's like, "Oh, we'll sell radio commercials. I don't know if like they work on people like you."
I know. I'm just not good at. I'm the buyer. I am not the seller.
And it shows.
If anybody's selling something, you want to approach me, not my husband.
I'm always depositing the money, and she's always taking it out of the bank.
Yeah, because there's so much of it.
Thunder Radio morning show here until 8:30. A birthday's coming up next. We got weekend birthdays to celebrate, so get those in. 728-1320 is the morning show, brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
Looking for affordable, reliable auto repair? Look no further than Millie's Auto Repair.
You must have not have liked what I did with the hose pipes on the fence. You must have saw that and were like, I really need to do something.
No, it was a random commercial that popped up in the reels when I was watching. Actually,
you saw that at our friend's house last year.
Oh, I did, yeah,
and it was nice. He has the nicest stuff. He called me, by the way, the other day.
Why?
To tell me that you don't have proper friendly protocol when someone passes by you and smiles and waves. He said when someone smiles at you and waves as you drive by, it's not the correct response is not to flip them off.
What? I didn't know.
I said, well, that's his love language. That's how insults and disses and stuff like that is how he.
Like how you didn't call me.
You just flipped him off. Why would he call you?
I probably wasn't in a good mood.
You're never in a good mood.
I'm in a good mood right now.
This is as good as it gets.
No. That's not true.
Generac. I'm looking it up, Trey.
No, then you have to get an electrician to hook it up.
I gave birth to one.
You won't let him hook it up.
Why?
Too dangerous.
You can't even look up a price. You gotta
send them your email.
You gotta request a quote.
Yeah.
Trey, I can't afford this.
Not as bad as you think. When they don't have the prices on the website, $14,000 for natural gas powered Generac. That's the thing. We can't even get natural gas powered Generac because we don't have natural gas. I mean, we don't have to power that thing with gasoline or propane. You know, you gotta have. It's probably have to be propane, probably. Oh, it's birthday time.
If we're spending that much money for something for the house, it's going to be a tornado shelter.
A tornado shelter won't cost that much. Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Let's celebrate. Pick up that phone and give me a call. We want to get your name on the list. And at the end of the day, we will draw for a slice of birthday pie, 3 slices of pie, a Saturday winner, a Sunday winner, and a Monday winner. Those pies come from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. And then at the end of the week, we draw for a birthday cake from the Food Lion. And then at the end of the week, we draw for our anniversary prize, some flowers from the Mossy Pot. Friday's cake winner was Amir Gonzalez. Congratulations. And we didn't have an anniversary winner last week because none of y'all turned in your anniversaries. Shame on you. All right. Holly, give me a drum roll, please, so we can celebrate these birthdays. Belated birthday, Saturday, the 29th, because we weren't here. Jenny Garza, Sean Trail, each with birthday Saturday. Sunday, Jennifer Campbell, Cooper Reed, Navia Smith, all with birthdays on Sunday. And then on this Monday, I got 2, Sue Stevens and Melissa Leedy with birthdays today. Final day in March. We can always add to that list, 728-1320. All right, Holly.
I got a anniversary for today.
Whose?
Lee and Laura Nettles.
Oh, let's put them on there. They're not eligible to win, but what's a happy anniversary?
I also have a birthday from March 28th.
Why don't you just take your time telling me these things?
I had to wait for you to cut my mic on.
March 28th is last Friday.
I didn't.
Oh, well, they're not eligible to win nothing, but go ahead.
Why'd you?
Well, I'm just saying they can't win nothing. We've already drawn for Friday's prizes.
Yeah, but they don't know that. I could have put their name on the list, and then they would have just thought that they didn't win. Gunnar Floyd.
Happy belated birthday, Gunnar. I said we could still say happy birthday.
But you ain't getting nothing, Gunnar.
No.
Matter of fact, I'm going to give them somebody else's.
No.
Yep.
All right. Celebrities.
I'm going to do an impression of this one. You're talking to me all wrong. It's the wrong tone.
Don't know. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of another.
What? Just if I don't know, just tell me the name of the person.
All right, Christopher Walken.
Oh.
Thanks for trying. He turns.
I sounded like Mark Wahlberg or something. They did not sound like Christopher Walken.
82 today.
He's 82.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
That was Christopher talking. We just had on the radio there. He's funny.
He could be not a conspirator, an accomplice to a murder, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
Is he?
What? Well, he was on the boat when that famous actress who was married to what was her name? She was the guy that she was married to, Christopher Walken, boat, murder. That's all I can remember. Natalie Wood. She was married to Robert Wagner.
Oh yeah,
and they said
vaguely remember that.
They say she fell overboard. And she was like deathly afraid of the water. She didn't like being out on the like open ocean. She was scared to death of water, and she went in with like a fur coat. And not the best swimmer. And I don't know. Rumor has it
wanted to swim.
That Robert and her was in a fight. I don't know. But Christopher Walken was on the boat. Strong allegation.
Yes. I remember that vaguely now. I guess I didn't realize he was on the boat.
It's sad. I like it said
that wasn't that long ago, was it?
Yeah.
Was it? Last 5 years? What?
Yeah, no, it's been more than 5
Has
years.
it?
Yeah.
I thought it's been since we were on the morning show. I thought we talked about it.
I have talked about it before, but this happened in year. Let me look it up.
Well, forgive me.
It happened in 81.
Oh, last 5 years.
Oh, that's why I thought your answer was so funny.
Maybe did something happen in the last 5 years regarding that case? Like was there a documentary? I feel like we talked about it on the radio.
We watched a documentary about it.
Morning show here till 8:30. Morning show overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage. Folks, our friends over there at New Haven Mortgage can get you into the home of your dreams. Maybe you're a first-time home buyer, and one of the first things you're going to do is find a good realtor, and I get that, but you need a good finance team on your side, and that is New Haven Mortgage. NewHavenMTG.com, NMLS 1477317.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320 AM, 107.9 FM, and worldwide at thunder1320.com. Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you by your hometown grocery store, Spring Street Market, 801 South Spring Street in Manchester.
Perfect.
When you said it, I didn't. Nothing registered. I'm also got a lot of things going on over here.
A man wanted out of Michigan is dead after an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound after authorities attempted to serve a warrant on the man. Eyewitnesses reached out to Thunder Radio News 6:20 p.m.
Let's see here.
When we're behind, when we come back after this break, if I played my cards right, we got about 10 minutes left. But I didn't play my cards right here. Now I got like 20 minutes left.
No, it's fine.
I don't have 20 minutes of content.
You got plenty of content. It's fine.
You know what I thought? This segment, we can do a recap of the second segment. Like whatever I talked about then, because we're going to have a different...
2 hours ago.
We're going to have a different set of listeners.
Yeah, for the most part.
And then I'm like, am I being lazy? Probably.
You are being lazy, yes. Yes, Holly.
No, but when you think about it, 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. That's like 10 hours of talking and having to have something interesting to talk
and
about.
You do a good job.
I'm just saying I have to look for stuff. It's hard.
You do an excellent job.
I really think the show would benefit from having a third person.
We've talked about that before. I think it would benefit greatly if I still know who can do that, who can afford to pay anybody to do it, who would want to do it on the cheap.
It'd have to be somebody I could tolerate being around.
Yeah, I know, and there's not a lot of those people. Holly doesn't like to be around anybody.
Yeah.
Also, adding a third camera is a challenge on this system that we have. Doable, but challenge. So you work on finding us a third person. We'll put them on here. But somebody's got to be consistent. You can't just be like, oh, I'm here Monday and then not Tuesday. And we could be inconsistent, but they got to be here. I'd said before it would be beneficial in case one of us were sick. That way, it wouldn't be so like, oh, I've got to go. Like you could just take the day and be here with that other person.
No, that's 10 hours of show. That doesn't count the hours of prep. Doesn't count the hours of prep I put in before the shows, and also
no, about 12 minutes here.
That's not my only job. When I get off
she has to post promposal pictures on Facebook. Charles Barkley would be good. Could we get him?
It's terrible. It's a terrible show. Terrible.
To be honest with
Charles Barkley. Give me someone else. I can impersonate anybody.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I've got a friend.
She just
Wait, I was gonna do the buy my shakaroni pizza.
That would have been obvious if you said buy my shakaroni pizza.
I was gonna do the general car insurance.
I don't remember what he says in that. It's like General clearly he's got some pretty good budget to have Shaq in their commercials.
I have a friend that I worked with out at the Air Force Base, and the sound of Shaq's voice, she would have to turn the
It's like the sound of somebody chewing loudly.
TV, like she said, his voice to her, she couldn't stand it. He seems like a really nice guy.
The boy will never text you back.
Yeah.
He never responded to my group message there.
Well, I had asked a question. You just posted a picture of something. I guess.
Yeah, Shaq's a hell of a rapper these days, too.
He's a DJ.
DJ.
DJ Diesel.
DJ Diesel. That's what I meant.
He's pretty good.
DJ Diesel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Trey and Shaq are BFF.
That's right.
He escorted him to Bonnaroo.
You should have cooked him some dinner.
Yeah. It would have had to have been a lot. I wonder how much he can eat in one sitting. Like how many calories does Shaq eat in one meal?
He's pretty large. Yeah. Try to come up with a third co-host here, and I just am nothing. Needs to be somebody who's pretty bored.
Get two and do away with me.
If we get two, we're doing away with me. I'm taking the mornings off.
He's very Shaq. He's very smart with his money. He got did he get his master's?
Yeah, I think so. He bought a lot of car washes. His uncle still texts me from time to time. Hey, see if he wants to be a keynote speaker at the Fundies. Just looking for somebody. We'll make that happen. I can pay him $1,000.
Huh?
What are you gonna do with that? Thunder Radio.
I put a birthday on, please, for tomorrow.
Go ahead.
Ray Vaughn, and he's the fool, and I'm the angel because my birthday's Valentine's Day.
All right.
Sir?
All right, I got him down.
Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Back on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, financed by New Haven Mortgage, 1300 MacArthur Street, right across from Markham's Pharmacy. Go see Heather Phillips and her team. Over 60 years of combined experience in the financing industry. Holly, you okay over there? It's thundering?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, we've got a few minutes left this morning, about 10 minutes left on the morning show, so calm down. You don't have to fill 20 minutes of time. Holly, during the break, did decide that we need to add a third member of our team to the morning show team. This is not the first time she's done this, where she gets in this mode where she's like, we need to add a third co-host.
I feel like
the
it
show would
will
benefit.
help on days
It
where
would
you're
100% benefit from a third co-host. But then by the time we get through with the discussion, she's like, find two co-hosts and just do away with me. And she said, but also this co-host has to be someone I can tolerate.
2 hours a long time to
2 hours a day, every day, first thing in the morning. So
that's a long time to be around somebody.
you need someone who can commit to being your 2 hours a day, first thing in the morning. Doesn't want to get paid particularly well for that. And Holly can also tolerate and wants to be around for long periods of time. I don't think that unicorn exists.
To be fair, I don't want to be around anybody for over an hour.
Me included.
Yeah.
But
him especially.
But you have to. This person, I feel like after a week, you'd be like, oh, we gotta get rid of them. We could have tryouts. But again, I don't know that it's that prestigious.
It's got to be somebody hilarious or quick, like quick-witted.
Also, someone who doesn't have kids they have to drop off, have a job they have to be to. It's just a lot.
Does this sound like anybody out there?
Anybody sold on this yet? Like, I feel like we're not selling it well.
All right.
You get to be around Holly every day. That's fun.
In case you missed it Monday.
Your segment names that'll be the new person's job to come up with the titles for the segments.
UK bans ninja swords and move to crack down on violent knife crimes. I saw this and I'm like, is this a real thing?
Yeah, you teased this earlier and I thought it was a joke. So cracking down on ninja swords.
The Brits have until August the 1st to get rid of all of their ninja swords. Ninja swords. They're banned. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced Thursday that ninja swords specifically will be banned this summer after the murder of a 16-year-old Ronan Kanda, who was stabbed by a ninja store just outside his home.
Can we overreact?
Ninja sword.
Ninja sword. I think you just said ninja store.
I did.
I just feel like, what an overreaction. I feel like more people in London or in the UK have certainly been killed by cars than ninja swords or obesity. The
new ban, Ronan's Law, will make it illegal to possess, sell, or import ninja swords. Since losing our beautiful boy Ronan, we have relentlessly campaigned for the ban of ninja swords. I don't know.
The government has set up a surrender process for any owner of a ninja sword. That's defined as a blade between 14 inches and 24 inches with one straight edge.
And it's got to be curved.
With one straight cutting edge with a Tonto style point.
I just find that odd, I guess.
How many ninja sword deaths are there every year in the UK?
Let's look here. I think because you can kill somebody with just about anything if you want to.
We need to talk about the crazy people who are killing people with ninja swords. This on somebody on X asked kind of the same question. There's no precise publicly available data that tracks the deaths specifically caused by ninja swords in the UK on an annual basis.
They keep bringing up the one boy in 2022 that was killed, but
are there others?
I don't know.
Okay, we got an answer here. Hang on, I've got an answer. Since 2000, we have confirmed 4. The confirmed total deaths by ninja sword is 4 in 25 years.
4 too many, but Do we get rid of all of them
Yeah. Well, it's just a typical government overreaction.
or overreach? I feel like I don't know. I know that what was that Bengals, the cute Bengals quarterback?
Current?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow. I like Joe Burrow. He you know how at Christmas time the quarterbacks get their O-line gifts? He got all of his O-line ninja swords, like
I
custom,
guess they won't be going to England, will
very
they?
very unique. And what about Kevin Costner on Bodyguard with that ninja sword and the scarf? I mean, that was a scene we wouldn't be able to have. She wouldn't be able to allowed to have that ninja sword hanging up in her pool house.
Now, this other data says maybe as many as 10. It just depends. We're factoring in perhaps unreported crimes. So, for a knife that killed 4 people have died by ninja sword in the UK. We're banning all ninja swords.
That just sounds bizarre to me. I want
I
to
don't
look.
think it's just you.
I want to look up things in.
I said if it was only 3, it'd be overreacting, but 4, I don't know.
So since 2020,
4.
Okay, approximately 1 a year, give or take.
No, that would be 25. Oh, you said 2020. I'm sorry. This article said since 2000.
Oh, since 2000.
Since 2000. It's one every 5 years.
Oh.
One every 5 years.
I want to look up things people have killed other folk with.
Yeah, there's going to be far more death by a lot of other things.
Like antifreeze. How many people have died of antifreeze?
They got to ban antifreeze in the UK. I am certain that there are far more DUI crashes and deaths in England than there are ninja sword deaths. I don't know if DUI is a problem there. UK.
United Kingdom.
The UK. So, let's see. How many DUI deaths?
Yeah, Brian has a good point. Ninjas don't report their assaults.
That's right.
So you can't get an accurate number.
This UK statistics, it's estimated that 6,800 people were killed or injured when at least one driver was over the drinking and driving limit in 2022. So that's up 1% from the prior year. That's in the UK. So I'm sorry. I feel like we should address maybe that before we address.
Kevin's got a good point. He says, how many do they think there are? Are they tracking
Are they registered?
Excuse me. Are you a registered sword owner?
Are they registered?
No, they're not. You just, if someone catches you with it or tattles on you, you're in trouble. I watch a lot of true crime, a lot of it. The chances are, if there's been a murder in the United States and it's been on any kind of documentary, that I've seen it. And I've only seen one out of the hundreds and hundreds.
I remember that one too.
It was a young guy, and he killed his pregnant. I don't know if they were girlfriends. She wanted to be his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And had gotten pregnant, but he did not.
Yeah, and so he used his ninja sword.
He used a ninja sword.
So clearly it was the ninja sword's fault.
That guy is obviously a psychopath and should be locked up forever and ever and ever, and all the bad things done to him.
Right.
But I don't think, I don't know. I don't know how people, he would have done it anyway with something else.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like a need, like I'm holding this ninja sword, I need to kill somebody with it.
Yeah. Well, the desire to run around and remove all obstacles and all possible dangerous things is just, it's a fool's errand, I feel like. It's a bad idea. You're not going to do that.
Anywho.
Then all of a sudden the government's now assigning your car, and they're assigning your meals for the day because you're eating yourself right into the deathbed too.
I'm going to look up with the gun. Did you look up that in UK?
They haven't allowed to have firearms in the UK?
That's what I'm looking at.
Forgive my ignorance there.
UK gun laws. In the UK, gun ownership is a privilege, not a right, and access to firearms is tightly regulated, requiring a license from the police and demonstrating a good reason for ownership, such as sport shooting or hunting.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure there's no criminals with guns there then.
Any hootie.
All right. Final thoughts. I got a minute or two before we wrap. Morning show overdrive. Rain continues for the next few hours. So just FYI on that. You have to be out and about. Did you have something?
Well, I was just thinking here, it's a right. You have the right to bear arms.
You do?
And they just in that headline, they made it clear it is not a right. It's a privilege. And I'm glad I live in the U.S. of A.
Well, you still have your rights stripped here. You're not. Those rights are taken away if you're a felon and things of that nature.
Sure.
So, I mean, it's not. You don't have the right to be,
reckless. With other people's lives.
It's not a license to be a fool.
No.
So I don't. It's just probably not as regulated here.
Yeah.
Clearly. Weather update real fast. Rain continues for the next few hours. We're at 60 degrees. We'll stay here for a while, but it's going to fall throughout the day. 37 overnight tonight, and chilly, cloudy, windy. But tomorrow's going to be nice, 70 and sunny. And then we're going to hit the 80s for about 4 days in a row. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be in the 80s, the overnight lows in the mid to upper 60s. But we do have a rain chance pretty much every day from Wednesday afternoon through Saturday. Not all day rain events every day, but storm chances, rain chances, a lot of humidity in the air. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. They are in Hillsboro, and they are offering up fresh cut meats every day. I've talked about that a couple times today. I'll tell you about their cafe side. They got breakfast and lunch over there every day. 6 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. Find them on Facebook. Give them a follow. Make sure to know kind of what they've got going on there. They post their daily specials and things like that. That's Hillsboro Food Company, 7403 Hillsboro Highway in Hillsboro. You're listening to the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Coming up in just a few minutes, we got Swap and Shop. At 9 o'clock, it's Behind the Wheel with Wyatt. At 10 o'clock, it's the Rick Burgess Show. 12 o'clock, it's the Vince Show. No more Dan Bongino. Still have a hard time saying that. 3 o'clock, it's Connecting Coffee County with Tiffany. At 6, we'll have high school baseball, weather/field condition permitting. Coffee County hosting Shelbyville. And then after that will be Braves and Dodgers. If they should play. Braves are just off to a lovely start, 0-4, and they get to stay on the West Coast. What a terrible start for them. Well, I mean, they just open up on the West Coast, which is not easy anyway, and you're opening up with the Padres playoff team, Dodgers, World Series defending champions. Just a heck of a way to have to start the year.
Yeah. On
the road. They had one hit yesterday.
It's only up from here, though, when you think about it.
I was watching them on TV last night. I ain't got a chance to watch them yet. One hit. They had one hit. Bob Uecker can fill in the other words there. Be back to wrap it up in a minute.
New Haven Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trusted local partner and home.
April showers do bring May flowers. All right, let's see. Swap and Shop. Farm News. All right. No Mercantile today. They're closed. Y'all have a good rest of the day. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow, 6:30 to 8:30.